Welcome to the think tank. There is a lot to talk about today. We had a press conference with McMaster's that you're going to have to decide where you stand on this. The Washington Post story is really important, and personally I think there need to be subpoenas to Bassert and McMaster that would show if Trump released the city or any inappropriate information that put our intelligence services in danger. If he did, then I believe the same thing I believed about Hillary Clinton. She was proven reckless with top secret intelligence, and I didn't think that she was qualified to be president because of that. When the press and the DNC said her intent was not malicious, I said intent doesn't matter. What she did could get operatives killed. That puts me in a position of having to say the same thing now if the Washington Post story is indeed true. The thing we have to do right now is reduce the chaos. It's not time for torches for the Main Street media or the White House for Donald Trump, GOP, or the DNC or anybody else. Let's just calmly, rationally listen and follow the facts. Subpoenas from Congress should be issued. Questions need to be answered, and we, the people, need to be consistent to our values. One thing that's important to point out here: the election was a choice between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. If indeed this is true and the president was reckless with information, then this becomes a choice between Donald Trump and Mike Pence. What we have to do is stand for the truth and for principles. Until then, innocent before proven guilty. We'll dig into that and more. Two chalkboards right now. Let's go back to 2011. The left, the communists, the fascists, the anarchists, and the Islamists will work together, meaning they're not calling each other, they just have like purposes, work together to cause chaos and to destabilize the Middle East, Europe, and the Western world. This is something that I was mocked for, as we all know, 1,000,000 times. I said it every day for 6 months in 2011. Because I knew this is what is coming, and where we are is chaos. Everything is chaos, and chaos all the way to how many genders are there?
At my count, however many you want there to be.
How many genders are there?
2, as far as I know.
How many genders are there?
Some people would say hundreds.
Okay, chaos. We can't even agree on how many genders there are. You either have twigs and berries or you don't, okay? That's the way it's always been. Now, if you want to change that, fine, but it takes time to sort through the chaos, and everything in our life is chaotic. Everything that you do, everything about your life. Try to do your Common Core math with your kids. Chaos, okay? So chaos is the thing that is being pushed around the world. And this Donald Trump thing is more chaos. So if this is true, we have to work in a non-chaotic way. We can't light the torches. We can't be for or against anything but the truth. So I want to ask a few questions, because I learned this through living through and being on the air through the Clinton-Monica Lewinsky scandal. Anybody who remembers that, here's what happened. He did it. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. 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 For 6 solid months. That's all we talked about. Then he said, yeah, I did. Then the argument was, he did it. Doesn't matter. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Right now, we have to decide, did what the president supposedly do leak information to the Russians, specific information of the city? That's what Washington Post said. The city where these operatives are, most likely, I'm guessing, in Iraq or Syria, where they have cross purposes to us. Did he say, this is where we got this information, allowing now the Russians to put together that we've got to get those guys out because they're not fighting for us, Russia, in that particular case with Bashir? Did he do that? And if he did it, does it matter? Let me back up and ask you guys this question. 3 questions. Did you guys, who agreed with Mitt Romney when he said the Russians are our biggest geopolitical force in, what was it, 2012, and Barack Obama said, hey, they called and the 80s called and they want their foreign policy back? Did you agree with Romney or Obama?
Romney.
Romney.
Romney? Okay, so we all said Romney. Yes, we agreed with him. Mainstream media and the DNC said Obama. Did you say Hillary shouldn't be around classified information? There's 2 questions on this. When we found out everything that she did we all say she's not qualified to be president? She should be disqualified because she cannot be around classified information. She's at least reckless with it.
Logically.
Yes.
Right? We all said that, did we not? So we said yes. The mainstream media said no. Second question on this one. Did we not all say your intent doesn't matter? When Comey said, well, her intent wasn't that, we all said, no, wait, hold it just a second. What she did could get people killed. It doesn't matter what her intent. Do we all agree?
Yep.
Correct?
Mainstream media did not. Did you think it was, and treason is too strong of a word, but did you think it was really disturbing when Barack Obama put his hand on Medvedev's leg and said, hey, listen, and the mics were open? Anybody remember this? I need more time. I'll transmit to Vladimir.
Yeah.
Didn't we all say, that's a problem, right? Mainstream media did not. We did. Which side should be leading the torch parade right now on what's happening in the White House? The mainstream media or us?
We should.
Yeah.
Okay? Something is wrong with us because we've switched sides. We know what's wrong with them. It's all political. But we've done the same thing. So unless something big here is different, and I'd like to hear your opinion, unless something big here is different, we're in the wrong if you've changed your opinion. So we should be the ones leading this. If you want to have credibility, they'll never have credibility. We'll never have it either unless we lead the charge on this. But what should the charge be? Jason, tell me about McMaster.
McMaster is the least political general that was in the United States Army or military besides maybe Mattis. He's a man of his word. He wrote the book on going against the grain. If something goes against your principles and your ethics, go against that. I trust him unequivocally. If he says something, then I'm pretty much going with it.